Hey guys, welcome back to Padman Fan 1991M, and today we're ranking on our ranking. But today we're looking at top 5 best Cuphead bosses in the game, in my opinion, of course. So the thing we're gonna do is that I gonna list all my favorite bosses in Cuphead. Well, top 5 actually. Top 5 favorite bosses in Cuphead. And now to give you some warning, is that the footage that I'm using right now is not actually owned by me, but someone else who I will say give the link or write whose the image is taken from in the description box. So okay. And the second is that these are all my opinions, and if you have like the Ribby and Crows are gonna be, that I can just give you one hint that Ribby and Crow or Eclipse and Calamity will be in the video. But if you don't think that they deserve it, it's okay, because it's my opinion and some people won't agree with it. Like the King Dice is not in the list. Some people will agree and some people won't agree, but that's not my fault. It's actually no one's fault. Maybe people are allowed to have their own opinions, and if you don't agree with my listing, you can just say you're in the comment section below. So without wasting any time, we'll get into the top 5 best bosses in Cuphead, in my opinion. So let's just start with it. So we're gonna start from my least favorite bosses to my favorite bosses. So let's get started with it. So at number 5 we have the Phantom Express, a group of ghosts of the Blind Spectre, T-Bone, the Blaze Bros, and the Train. So these are 4 ghosts that are also known as the boss that has that makes you parry way more time than you can do, more than even a little boss, which means that this boss lets you, some bosses, you struggle to parry. Well, you can parry that struggle has became actually a struggle. Now you can parry a lot, but that's a struggle because this boss has like a lot of parries. So we're not talking about the difficulty, but the reason why I put it in the top 5. So originally I wanted another boss to be here, and the Blind Spectre, the Phantom Express, to be on the 4th place, but I just kind of thought that, well, yeah, I guess the Phantom Express is cool. The music is really jamming, and I really love the music. It's my favorite. It's my second favorite song in Cuphead. Also, I could just say that I love the death quotes, especially T-Bone. His quote is that your next stop, your funeral. That's the best quote I ever heard from a Cuphead boss. That's so great. So I could just also say the boss is kind of like, showing you something that you always complain that you can't get any parries in Cuphead. Well, now you gotta suffer because you can parry a lot. This kind of like changed the game demographic. Yeah. So like the other land bosses, they're all a bit different here. Unlike the other land bosses where you just have to stand in the ground, you just have to stand in one place and just move here and there. Well, yeah, with the devil, you just have to move too. But sorry for the burp. But with the Phantom Express, you actually have to use the card. And I played the Phantom Express. Don't ask me to do a playthrough with that. It's really hard, man. I almost survived like this. I almost died on 1 HP, man. I did it, and the card gimmick was the hardest. I died way many times in the fight just because I can't control the card. Also that some people mistakenly jump and dash through the tracks and they die. Not because if you fall into the tracks, you will die. Also, the Phantom Express bosses aren't that hard. So you will see what the hardest boss in the game is. So the hardest boss in the level will probably be, the Blind Spectre, because he's the one that has the most things in the screen. No, forget what I said. It's actually a train, the head train man, because it is the one that you actually have to shoot in the top so that you can injure it. And that fucking one bone ring will come out of there and just fucking hit you in the dick. And that's annoying. So yeah, I comment also on the difficulty, and I'm gonna say the character designs are fine. So only I could just say T-Bone's design is probably the worst one, because that almost looks like some copyrighted skills in design. The favorite design of mine is probably Blind Spectre's. And who's my favorite, ghost in the Phantom Express? It probably will be, Blind Spectre, as his design is the best, and he's also my favorite character. So we've done this. So the reason I put it on the 5th place is because it's just that the Phantom Express will have a better background. The background is the same with those creepy woods. It could be great if we go to a tunnel or a cave or in the hell. It will be fun. And another thing is the train will be detailed. Yes, it could be so detailed, like people are coming out of the train and hitting with stuff or any object. I mean, just think about it. How cool would that? And also, I would like the Phantom Express to actually, it will be. Wait a second. Okay. If you don't think that, you think that if the Phantom Express was actually a boss that you had to beat before beating the devil, I mean, how cool was that? I mean, the Phantom Express are indeed, are indeed ghosts, and devil is also demons. So yeah. But I just say one thing. But now about the main question. So the Phantom Express are indeed the last contract boss you have to fight, and they did it. Yes, they did it. They used their. So is the boss. So the thing I will do is, as the Phantom Express is the last contract boss, it should be a bit special. It is with the card gimmick, but in my opinion, it's not too special. The ghosts are indeed cool. I mean, durably killing, dead people. That's kind of funny to actually do, and that's kind of makes it. But the thing I will do is that the thing I will like about the Phantom Express to be is the more detailed in the background and the train. It will be a bit great. The train design is not that great, but it's still okay. So Phantom Express, in my opinion, is great. The music theme is awesome. The boss is good. The difficulty is fine, and the Phantom Express do a great job being the final contract boss, but not too much. But it's still good. Okay, up to the 4. Sorry for the burp again. Oh my god, I ate too much. So on number 4 we have Werner Werman, a fucking rat. So I don't remember what the boss name was. So Werner Werman, huh? Yeah. So some people will complain that Phantom Express is actually better than Werner Werman. The thing, I will agree, but I won't agree with you guys with one thing, is that Phantom Express, has like, as I told you, the Phantom Express should be in here, but the reason I told you in the last number I told you, could not make it to this part, and the thing that was missing with the Phantom Express boss is in here. Great detail in the background, great character design, and yeah, it's actually not really hard actually. If I ever did a boss ranking video, Werner Werman would be the 3rd easiest boss. Well, of course, after Gucci Legrand and the Root Pack, the tutorial bosses. I think the Werner Werman is really easy. So I, put Phantom Express on the 5th place because of the difficulty and the main difficulty. The Phantom Express has no difficult bosses. The real difficulty was the card gimmick for many people, or the bosses. But with Wonder Woman, it's actually the trick. Wonder Woman. So what's the hardest phase of the Wonder Woman? So the hardest phase of Wonder Woman will probably be the cat. When he uses the cat's and wagon, it's a mechanical cat, and it's great. So the reason many people actually like this boss, I mean many people do, my friend loves it, it's my favorite boss, because it actually took inspiration from it, Tom and Jerry. Of course, you don't need a genius to understand this takes inspiration from Tom and Jerry. Wonder Woman is Jerry, and that's Tom. Of course they're Tom. The reason I actually like the boss is it's a nice little reference to Tom and Jerry. And yeah, but this time that I worked, it's a partner to kick the Cuphead's ass. I think I also like about Wonder Woman is that I could make like 1,000 jokes of him. Like a joke like what's Wonder Woman's biggest fear, and that will be not smoking. Yeah, so Wonder Woman sang his ear. She decided to put him on third place, but a boss took that place because even though Wonder Woman is actually better than Phantom Express because of the boss design, the detail, the music is a bit better than the Really Worth or the Phantom Express. But I like the nostalgic moment, and also that it reminds me of Tom and Jerry. It's kind of fun. Actually, I also forgot the Phantom Express background was taken from first Silly Symphony's cartoon, The Skeleton Dance. I actually never watched it, so don't ask me what it was, okay? So Wonder Woman is here. I can't really say too much about it because sadly, Phantom Express and Wonder Woman are the two bosses that get left out of many people, but not me. I really love Wonder Woman. It's great. The boss difficulty isn't too much. It's only the third phase that is a bit tricky, but it just shows how an easy boss could also turn into really hard. The music is also great, not great as Great Worth, but still, the thing that is greater, that makes this battle better than the Phantom Express is because of the nostalgic moments, reference to Tom and Jerry, and of course the details, better than Phantom Express. So this is top. So Wonder Woman gets in top in number 4, and now it's time for number 3. And on number 3 we have Captain Brineybeard. So the reason I decided not to put Captain Brineybeard on the list because he's a pirate. Also, I guess Captain Brineybeard is a human, and I have a grudge against you, Boston Cuphead. I hate those fucking movies. But if you ask me what's my favorite, the only human Cuphead boss that I don't hate, it will be Captain Brineybeard. Because mostly Captain Brineybeard's fight is more like, how would I put it? More like a sea fight, and I always wanted a sea fight in Cuphead. Actually, yeah. You don't know, I actually saw the trailer for Cuphead. I knew it. I fucking knew it. So the reason why I put here is that Captain Brineybeard's difficulty is also not better than Phantom Express. Now you're probably angry at me because you're saying, dude, you're putting Phantom Express on the number 5 and you're putting Wonder Woman and fucking Brineybeard on the top. Now I'm gonna put what? Second will be Rumor Honeybottom? No, I want to put Rumor Honey Ass on the second. I won't put the Honey Ass on the second because I hate fucking, Rumor Honeybottom. She fucking sucks. Also, so let's talk about why Brineybeard is on the top, is number 3. First, the fight is a bit way difficult than, Wonder Woman. Really, because Wonder Woman dude's an intelligent fucker, is an intelligent cookie, and has the trick up his sleeve, but also that he's not that hard. The first 2 phases are really easy. The easiest phase probably will be the second phase. The third phase is the only hard phase and the only phase that I think is actually mixes up a bit. The Phantom Express is harder than Captain Brineybeard. The reason Captain Brineybeard, Brineybeard's attacks are, they're more powerful or more dangerous than the Wonder Woman's attack. The Wonder Woman just kind of like tries to make you fear, but he just, in the end, doesn't end up trying to actually does damage. And Captain Blindbird actually tries to just attack you instead of just, making you fear. So that's why Captain Blindbird's fight is actually harder than Wonder Woman. The music isn't that I actually never heard, but I heard a bit glimpse. So Captain Blindbird's music is better than Mirror Croaks or Wonder Woman's music. So the reason I think is that Captain Blindbird is obviously based on Popeye the Sailor, or one of the movies I never watched. Popeye the Sailor. It was a silly, or what was it? Fleischer Studios cartoon movie or whatever the fuck it was. The thing I like about it is that I actually don't like Captain Blindbird's design, but I really like the ship design and the attack pattern, and also how difficult it is. It's kind of like Wonder Woman, but a bit difficult. It doesn't try to be super hard, or it also doesn't try to be really easy. It's kind of like in the middle somewhere. It's not too difficult, but also not too easy. It's like, yeah, it's fine. It's not too hard, but it's still okay. So yeah, I really like the fish design. My favorite thing about the fight is the sea creatures, and of course the ship. It's my favorite. And the barrel is just annoying. If there was no barrel or Captain Blindbeard, this boss will all be on the second list, but sadly it doesn't. Let's go to the second because this video is fucking nippy. And finally, not finally, but on the second place we have Baroness von Bon in Circle City. The only female, the only Isle 2 boss, the only Isle 2 and only the female boss in this list. So the reason I put Baroness von Bon over all three bosses, because I will say the music is not better than Phantom Express. Okay, fine, I lied. It's not better than Phantom Express. It's not better. The thing is, I will do it really quick because I have to, explain what the best boss is, in my opinion. In my opinion, of course. So the reason I did it because I really like Baroness von Bon's design. The jet coat is also great, and the 5 minions aren't annoying, but it's still great. Of course, I like all the minions, especially the Pac-Man guy, or Jawbreaker, or Jaw Pac-Man. Of course, it's based on Pac-Man. Who doesn't know that? And the only thing I hate about this one is the muffin, and that the boss isn't that hard. Because the boss just mostly try. The reason it's on the second and not on the first is because the Baroness von fight mostly tries to use its mini bosses, explain the mini bosses, which was this chapter introduced what King Dai's hellish war will be in Inkwell Hell, but it kind of sucks. It doesn't do. So the music is better, not better, but it's still better than having Briny Beers and Wonder Woman's music. The thing I like about this level is the design. The background is awesome. The background is way better than Briny Beer's fight, and also better than Captain Briny Beer's fight. It's just a fucking scene. It's just a fucking scene. So yeah, it's great. It's not too great, but it's still great. The fight isn't that hard. It's really hard. On Expert, it's really hard. On Expert, it's really hard. Harder than a lot of bosses. So this one was really quick. And now finally, for God's sake, holy Satan, holy cow, holy fuck, holy cuppet, or whatever you want to say, we're at the first one, baby. So let's get it quickly. And on number 1, who gets the award of the best Cuphead boss? Okay, fine, it's Ribby and Krog, or Clipton Calamity if you're really tricky. So some people will murder me that I put these two Frogger assholes on the top. But hear me out and why I love this boss. So first of all, they're based on Street Fighter, the only game that I actually ever played, on a console. I actually never played a game ever on a console except for the Street Fighter games. Okay, I lied, I never played a game on a console. I heard about it, but it was only, 9 game of those 80s style or 90s that I actually wanted to play and actually played and won something. Yeah, I also played Cuphead, so yeah, right, but it was released on 2017, so I didn't love it because the both frog designs are great. They have a killer design. The frogs are so great, even so great I love them even more because they're on the Netflix's Cuphead show. Yeah. And yeah, you probably heard about Cuphead Show, right? Yeah, if you're probably a Cuphead fan, you probably know about Cuphead Show. Like, who won't? So I love about these two is that their design is great, the music, oh man, and of course, the Clifton Calamity music is my best music, my favorite music of all time. The battle is probably hardest because you know who doesn't deserve to be in the Isle 1? It's probably these two guys. Because I will say, even though Helderberg is a little hell and Candy Carnation is a fucking nuke, but these two guys beat it up. They're too much. Even though Ribby and Krog have weaker, not that much attack, have lower, less attack than, say, Hildeberg and Candy Carnation, but they're still a bit, somehow harder than them. So the second phase, the first phase is really great. It's not that hard, but when you get to when it's expert, man, it needs to kill ya. I mean, come on, Krog just shoots flaming flies out of his fucking mouth. How fuck is that? I mean, cool is that? Ruby's great. He does a Hamehame attack. It's a Hamehame. And the background is just awesome, man. The background is great. It's the best background in the game because how much is going on. The waiter is moving. Everyone is blinking, smoking. The two girls are dancing on the stage. And these two never let me upset. Also, the music is jamming. And also, I really love this boss, and that's enough. The third phase is probably the hardest. The entire boss is the hardest. I really like the slot machine gimmick. It kind of like makes them a minions of devil, but I know they're not. And they're my favorite. And the voice acting in the Cuphead Show makes them even more. I love these bosses. So that's it, guys. The gold, and finally, the gold medal of my favorite boss in Cuphead goes to Ribby and Krog or Clifton Calamity. So that's it for today, guys. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy. Like the videos. Comment down what you think about my videos. Subscribe for more videos. And if one of your favorite boss is not on this list, don't get mad at me. We have all our opinions, and if you had your favorite boss and what I missed, or you don't agree with my list, you can just say what's in the comment or just create your own if you're a YouTuber, of course. So that's it for today, guys. I ending the video. Bye, peace out, and of course, don't deal with the devil, or you have to fight a bunch of frogs, ghosts, a captain, a giant mouse, and a queen who could chomp her own head off with the candy minions. Goodbye, peace out.